In my story about the closure of the Sodor Railway, you may recall how most of its assets were taken on by the Skarloey Railway. Something I didn't mention about that deal was the SKR also took on a large portion of the MSR's staff, including the company's former owner, Sir Handel Brown. He joined the SKR's board of directors and worked his way up to become general manager. Shortly after this appointment, his friend and owner of the SKR, Mr. Peter Sam, had to resign due to health reasons. This effectively gave Sir Handel full control over the railway, and I'm pleased to say, under his leadership, it went from strength to strength. Year after year, ever-growing crowds of people flocked to the line to enjoy its stunning natural beauty and marvel at its diverse fleet. Coupled with a contract from British Railways to supply ballast for the Waterton project, the company was in a strong financial position. Following a particularly profitable season, Sir Handel initiated his long-desired plans to expand into the Nartwin Valley north of Croven's Gate. Phase 1 of this endeavour was to blast through the ridge separating both places, a loud, dirty and dangerous task. When it was completed in the early months of 1961, the expansion began in earnest. Around this time, Sir Handel brought on a new engine to help. Hi there, my name's Rusty. Hello, Rusty. Welcome to the Skarloey Railway. I'm Skarloey. Wow, the Skarloey? I've heard about you. It's such a pleasure. Ho, 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 ho. All right, lads, settle down. There's no need to get overexcited. I'm nothing special, just a humble engine like yourself and Atlas here. How do you do, mate? So where have you come from? The East Cornwall Mineral Railway. I've heard of that one. A pretty old line if I'm not mistaken. What did you do there? Maintenance work. I kept the track in good nick, mended bridges, the whole thing. And if your previous owners can be believed, you did a splendid job. That experience is why I brought him on. Perhaps you might give me a run for my money. Are you the maintenance engine around here? Yep, don't worry, Rusty. That'll only be a problem if you're here to replace me. Is he, Sir Handel? No, of course not. My intention is for both you and Rusty to spearhead the expansion, and there will be a lot more track to take care of when it's done. Far too much for a single engine. Phew, that's a relief. When I first arrived on the East Cornwall, it was to replace the maintenance engine it had. It was faceless, but there were some non-faceless blokes who didn't take kindly to that. Kept going on about diesels taking jobs away from proper engines. Never fear, lad. The only time we'll take issue with you being a diesel is if you bang on about being superior to steamies. Don't worry, I'm nothing like those supremacist snobs BR's pumping out. That's a relief. I do not like conflict on my railway. Now, I'm going to leave you with Atlas. Listen to him, learn from him, and you won't go wrong. Any questions? No, sir. I should be all right. Well, I and my engines are here if you need help. Good luck, Rusty, and again, welcome. Thank you, sir. What a nice man. Just make sure you don't get on his bad side. Stanley can attest to that. Who's Stanley? Big bloke with 3 domes. You'll meet him and the others in time. Maybe even today. Our first job is to pick up a train from Krusty Kern at the other end of the line. Sorry? Krusty Kern. It's Sodrian. It fittingly means by the lake. There's a munitions factory there that's been supplying the dynamite we've used for blasting, and we have to collect another load before taking it. Oh dear. What's wrong? Before taking it into the valley. And you know who's working there right now, don't you? Andreas and Duncan. Oh dear. Who's Duncan?